gorgeous, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new, and if you are new, don't forget to click that subscribe button to join my YouTube family and the bell to be notified every single time I upload. Today I'm going to share with you all my tips and tricks on how to pack light and pack with only a carry-on, so avoiding a suitcase completely. So packing can be quite stressful and overwhelming, and honestly I dread packing and unpacking every single time. Packing light and only packing with a carry-on is amazing because one, you don't have to pay those annoying luggage fees. You don't have to stand in the line to get your luggage checked. And you also have the security knowing that you have all your stuff with you at all times. Every single time I land and I'm traveling, I always hope that my luggage is safe and it arrived in the right place at the right time. If you guys like this video and if it's useful, share it, thumbs it up. It always helps me out. I will also link my Poshmark closet, my mugs, which are my merch if you want to pick one up, and as well as I will link my Instagram, which is just at NicolettaXOYT. Before I jump right into it, comment down below, where is your dream destination to travel? On that note, let's just jump right into the tips and tricks. Step number one is to choose the right bag. You want to get the most out of what you can when you are just traveling with a carry-on. You are allowed to have like a check-on luggage, and you're also allowed to have some other bag with you, whether it's a purse or a backpack. I like to bring a backpack because that can hold so much more, and it's kind of like you have another little bag with you without having to check in a suitcase. But first things first, you need to check your airline's website to see the measurements and the dimensions of how big your carry-on can be. I will try to link the luggage that I'm sharing with you guys right now if I can find it for you guys, but this is one that I like to go for. Something that I always look for is to make sure that there's separation inside of the luggage. So as you can see, the one that I have has that separation, and the first part I always like to put my clothes and shoes, and while on the other side I like to put things such as my makeup, so my skincare, my hygiene. I just find you get the most that you can when it's separated like this, and it also keeps things really organized. Another thing I like to look for is spinner wheels. So these are just amazing for airports. It makes it a lot easier to maneuver through the airport, so I always like to look for those specific wheels. Now that we have that, I'm gonna go through what I like to put in my backpack first, and then we will move on to my carry-on luggage. So I actually got this backpack for my birthday from my mom because my old backpack was looking a little bit rusty and it was time for an upgrade, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this one. I will try to find this as well and link it down below, but it is waterproof, which is amazing. It's black, simple, with some gold detailing, which I love, and there's also good separation. So it also has a part for your electronics, including like a laptop, which is great for me because I typically do travel with electronics, and as well as it does have a separation in the front. It's super comfortable when you put it on, and it fits a lot as well. I will tell you my little list for my backpack. Of course, it may differ between you and I, obviously, but this is what I find works amazing. So your backpack is what's going to be with you underneath your seat of your airport, because although your carry-on luggage is going to be with you at all times, you're going to have to put it on top of the storage section of when you are flying on the airplane. I like to have things that I want with me during my flight in my backpack, and as well as like kind of like expensive things or things I'm kind of worried to let leave my sight. I always like to travel with all my electronics close to me in my backpack. So the first things first is putting my laptop as well as my camera that I bring. I typically like bringing my vlog camera, which is smaller, it's compact, and also it's just really great quality. I definitely recommend this camera if you're in the market for a camera. And as well as I like to bring any chargers that I need. So whether that's my phone charger, my laptop charger, my camera charger, extra batteries. I also like to bring headphones. A lot of the times when you're on airplanes, they play movies, and instead of having to buy those crappy headphones, you can bring your own. Those are typically the electronics that I personally like to bring on my trips. Next thing, of course, is our passport and travel documents. So of course you need to be traveling with your passport, you're gonna have your boarding pass, and you may have also other travel documents, especially if you're traveling from place to place. And of course you wanna bring pens. If you're traveling internationally, it'll make you sign documents when you are arriving and then when you're leaving. Come prepared. bring a couple pens. Since I brought a backpack as my purse essentially, I always like to put a crossbody purse inside of my backpack. So this is the purse that I will be using all through my trip. I usually just take a simple one that's black. It matches with all outfits. So you kind of have a purse, but then you also have your backpack. I like to have something small and that's with me in my front. The next thing I always like to bring is a reusable water bottle. This is really great because the cost of food and drinks in the airport is super overpriced. They have little water fountain stations, so you can fill up your water bottle there instead of having to buy a ton of water bottles, which are just so overpriced and just such a waste of money. And you can also use that water bottle when you actually are traveling to always have water with you. The next thing is to bring your medications and gum or snacks, whatever you want to bring. Personally, for me, I hate airplane food a lot of the times. It just doesn't go well with my stomach, so I will just bring snacks onto the airplane. Also, I will always bring gum and breath mints or breath strips because your breath does smell a little bit funky when you are traveling, and to avoid your ears from hurting or popping, I always chew gum when I'm about to take off and when I land. The medications I typically like to bring on trips with me is a lot because you don't want to be in those bad situations. So a lot of the times things that I like to have before I go on my flight is Gravol. Gravol is really great for nausea, so if you ever feel nauseous from flying or even being on boats, you know, you really want to be prepared just in case, but Gravol is definitely my go-to medication I need to bring and take before I fly. And then a couple other things I always like to bring with me on my backpack are my sunglasses. I just don't want to break them, so I always make sure to have it with me, and as well as I always like to bring a big chunky sweater. I'm always freezing on airplanes. Always need to have a good, comfortable, like, sweatshirt or crew neck sweater. So those are all the things that I like to carry in my backpack. I carry a ton of stuff, but I find all this stuff super useful when traveling, and I find these are always my essentials when traveling. Now I'm gonna move on to the actual carry-on luggage and talk to you about tips and tricks on how to pack properly and also effectively and light. So the first things first is clothes. Of course, clothes is something that a lot of us overpack. I am totally guilty of overpacking clothes and shoes. I am really bad at that. Great tip to do is plan your outfits before packing, because a lot of the times when you don't plan outfits, you're like, maybe I'll wear this, maybe this will match, and a lot of the times you go to the place you're traveling and you're like, I don't even like any of these outfits. So I always like to try everything on or lay them out and make sure that you have your outfits planned so that you're not overpacking. Another way to cut down on weight and overpacking is to bring pieces of clothing that are versatile. You could bring like jeans that are gonna work with a night outfit and a day outfit, or bringing more solid plain colors such as blacks or grays or neutrals, so you can really mix and match your outfits and not bring outfits that are just specific for one-time use. The type of shoes I like to bring is I always like to bring a pair of sneakers, and those are usually the ones I'm wearing in the airport, so that's great because it doesn't take any space. And I like to bring a pair of shoes for going out and as well as more casual during the day, such as like sandals. So typically I will travel with 3 shoes. It's really hard for me. I am a shoe girl, so honestly if I could I would bring all the shoes, but I try to typically go from that area. If you find that your carry-on's a little bit too heavy, I put an extra pair of shoes in my backpack a lot of the time because I want to really make sure that I'm staying at the right weight and you're not going overboard. Also, when you are packing shoes, a tip I have for you, if you're bringing any booties or stuff like that, or running shoes even, stuff your shoes with articles of clothing or whatever you have, just because this is going to also allow you to get the most out of your space. My next tip is to roll your clothes. So instead of folding them and placing them down, rolling is the best way to pack. This is going to give you the most out of your space, and it's also really easy to see everything. This is also going to help keep it wrinkle free as much as possible. It's just going to allow you to fit a little bit more as well into your carry-on luggage. So next I'm going to talk about toiletries, so hygiene products, and I'm going to share with you things that I like to bring and also things that I always like to travel with. with. So typically all your liquids must be in a container that's at least no more than 100 milliliters. So of course, make sure that you're checking your airlines to make sure that you are staying under what is required, because if it's over, they're gonna toss it out, unfortunately, and you're not gonna be able to bring it. To maximize the most that you can get, try to find toiletries in non-liquid form. So for example, deodorants, a lot of them come in solid bars, but there's also liquid deodorants, so you don't want that. Another thing is body wash. Instead of using liquid body wash, go for that bar of soap and bring that with you. And there's also so many other things that you can actually get in bar form or non-liquid form. For example, they do have like non-liquid shampoos at Lush. So if you're really worried about that, try to find options that are non-liquid, and that's going to allow you to be able to bring more. I will share with you guys a couple of tips and tricks that I like to do. So I am a huge face mask girl, but I don't want to bring those tubs of that much liquid of the face mask. So something I always like to travel with are sheet masks. So you only need to bring 1 or 2 depending on how long you're traveling. They're really easy. You use them once and also you can chuck them out. So that's really great. Another thing, like I said, is I like to bring bar of soaps as instead of body wash. I also have a Neutrogena face and body stick sunscreen. So this is really great as well because it is stick form, it is non-liquid, so it's easy to bring about, and all you have to do is just put it on you and you're good to go. It is also SPF 50+, and this is a great example of a non-liquid form. Another thing that's really great to travel with when it comes to makeup remover are these Neutrogena all-in-one makeup removing cleansing wipes. It comes in little packets like this, and this alone is just one cleansing makeup remover wipe. So let's say you're only going for 3 days or you're going for a week, you can bring 7 of these instead of bringing the whole pack of makeup remover wipes, which can be extremely heavy and just take unnecessary room because you're not going to finish it all anyways. And I will try to link all the products I am talking about. Something I also recommend is going into stores and going into the travel section, because they always have small versions of things. So for example, I have a deodorant, a mini size. Another thing I have is little small travel size for shaving cream. Another thing that you could pick up in the travel section is small toothpaste. These are all under the limit that you're allowed to bring. Traveling is a great time to use any sample sizes that you also got. So for example, this is something that I got from Sephora for my birthday gift. They always give you cute little travel size birthday gifts. This comes with both a moisturizer and as well as a cleanser, and these are both travel size friendly. And if you finish any of these things, because they are small, you can chuck them, so you're going to be saving room when you are traveling home. Another tip I have for you, or you really want to bring one of the products that you have and they don't have it in a travel size, is to purchase these travel tubes. All you have to do is put your shampoo, your conditioners in here. You can put your body wash in here if you want to bring it. It allows you to bring all the products you want to bring without having to bring the entire bottle, because of course you're not going to be able to go through with the entire bottle. I personally love these ones better than like these solid containers because they are more squishy, so they can really fit in easier, and they're really affordable. You can pick these up at the dollar store. So something I always like to bring with me are Ziploc baggies. When you are traveling and if you have any liquids, you need to put them in a clear bag for them to see, and you have to put it when you are going through your check-in, when they're checking you and everything like that. So I always bring Ziploc bags, and anything that's liquid, I will put everything in a clear plastic bag together so that it's easy when you're checking yourself in. You can just plop it on the screening. They can see that there's nothing and that everything is under the measurements, and you're good to go. The tip I have for you when packing your makeup is pack it in a clear bag. It's just so much easier than having to always pour your makeup out and then put it back in. You could see everything when you are getting ready and putting your makeup. I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver. I've been doing this every single time I travel, and it's just a lot easier to maneuver instead of having to dump your whole makeup bag and then keep doing that every single day. And the last thing that I know is something that I always like to style my hair when traveling, but something I like to stick to is just bringing one heat tool. So a lot of of the times there are blow dryers at your hotel rooms. Personally, I like to always bring a hair straightener. Of course, this is going to alternate for you, but the reason why I like to bring just a hair straightener is because I can wave my hair with it and I can also straighten it. If you want the option of two, I definitely recommend bringing a straightening one. But those are all my tips and tricks on how to pack light and how to pack only with a carry-on. Anything I do mention or I did share with you, I will try to link it down below for you guys. Don't forget to check out my Poshmark closet as well as my mugs if you want to purchase any of my merch. That means the world to me. And follow me on my Instagram, NicolettaXOYT. That really helps me out. Click that subscribe button to join my family. I do upload every single week. But on that note, I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!